Hi, I'm Dave Forehand. We're in the garden at the Dallas Arboretum. Today I want to talk about kale. Great green edible plant, grown as an ornamental plant as well in containers or in beds for winter display mixed with pansies and other cool season crops. Great edible. And today we want to explore that. We're going to harvest some now and take it to the kitchen. Alright, for harvesting kale, you can take any of the leaves, but it's best to take the lower ones so you leave the younger ones to keep growing so you can have a continual harvest. And what you do is get a nice sharp pair of either snips, or I've got some kitchen shears here. You just cut them right at the base of the stems here. Add them to the bowl. This is a great Tuscan kale here. This is a really good one, sometimes called dinosaur kale. We'll harvest some other types as well to take back to the kitchen. And what we want to make today is a fun recipe. It's great to do with kids. Everybody loves it. It's called kale chips. It's basically like a potato chip made from kale leaves. Really easy to do, very nutritious, very tasty. So we're going to do the quick steps here to make that happen. So you see the kale we harvested. One of the things you want to do is cut the main rib out. See this piece? This is not as tasty. It's a little too thick. So you can do that with a knife. Just slice it out, discard that, and then you just tear the pieces. You want them in just nice bite-sized pieces. You can do this by hand, or if you're really nice, you can do it with the knife as well. Just cut them into nice little squares or pieces. And we'll continue doing that through all the pieces that we have here until we have a full bowl of it. Alright, we've got the kale all cut up again now, so the next step is to wash it really good. First, once you wash it, you need it to be very dry, so we're going to rinse it. Alright. Next step is to put our little bit of herbs and spices, and I use a little bit of olive oil. You can use other types of vegetable oil, or you don't have to use any oil at all, but I think it adds to the flavor and helps it with the crispiness, and I just like olive oil. And so I'm using an extra virgin olive oil. The other two ingredients we'll be adding is I've got some nice sea salt here, very fine. You can use thick, you can grind it. Himalayan works great as well, just your favorite salt, just a little bit, add to it. I like black pepper. You can also use paprika, cayenne pepper, lots of different, you know, there's no set way, but for me it's olive oil, black pepper, and salt. You just kind of work it all in there really good. You want to really coat those leaves so the oil is evenly distributed. So it's just best to go right in with your hands on this. So we're ready to put them in the baking pan here. You just want to kind of spread them evenly across the pan. It'll look like more than will fit from this little bowl, but they'll shrink down as they bake. And you can always come in and kind of move them a little bit during the process as well. Several ways to bake these. Again, baking's the best method. You can put it on a lower temperature, 250. It'll take longer, it'll cook slower, or you can do it at about 300. It'll usually take about 12 minutes, maybe 14, depending on your oven. So you kind of experiment a couple of times with them. You don't want them to burn, just want them to be crisp. All right, we've just taken these out of the oven, and they're nice and crisp. You see how they've actually kind of flattened out and shrunken down. So here we go. Got a nice little plate of kale chips. So tasty, so fun, easy to do. Another fun thing to do on a cold winter day with the kids, or just making a healthy snack. Enjoy. See you next time in the garden. I'm Dave Forehand with the Dallas Arboretum.